Yeah, folks, we got a little buff to both Groot and Drax in this week's over-the-air update, so I had to revisit one of my all-time favorite decks in Marvel Snap. I just always love this fusion of the Guardians of the Galaxy with the Asgard crew, basically Thor and Beta Ray Bill with the hammers, Jane and Odin to find and reactivate those hammers. King Eitri slots in there really well. Lockjaw often played in these lists too. Sometimes to cycle through those hammers, put them back in the deck for your Jane if you draw them too early. Wasp becomes a nice little fusion there too for both Jane and Lockjaw. And this list basically builds itself at this stage. I've played this exact sort of list so many times throughout the years, but I think it's so fun and like so pure, and it feels like fair, but can still do some really powerful stuff. And it's just like, I don't know, characters I know and love, and like, you know, it just seems like it fits both thematically, mechanically, and the real linchpin here is Odin, because he's not only good at reactivating all those hammers, but sometimes you throw down a rocket early and it misses, and you're like, oh god, that sucks. You follow up with a Groot and it misses, and it's like, oh god, that sucks. But then you circle back on turn 6, you get to reactivate those, and then you get that surprise power boost later on, where those whiffs early turn into some crazy power additions later, you know, gaining an extra 8 or whatever as soon as you play your Odin on top of a couple Guardians of the Galaxy. So it just feels like pure, good, old school, honest Marvel Snap. And I do think this buff, I mean, you're literally going to just see multiple instances in this video where I would have lost the game without the buff. So, like, don't sleep on +1 power buffs. But it makes Groot and Drax both feel like they're that, you know, solid baseline for their cost. Like, this is a Cyclops, you know. I guess this is actually not a thing anymore. But, like, 4/6s are just like, you know, Iron Lads, whatever. There's so many different instances of 4/6s that just, like, feel fine to play at a baseline. So they do just feel, like, a little more competitive. And then, you know, when this hits, a 4/10 is huge. A 3/9 actually is particularly big, I feel like. Groot actually feels really nice as a 3/9. I wonder if this even like gets considered for stuff like Surfer decks, maybe. Could it make the cut? I don't know. It's really, really big now. So these start to look like moderately competitive cards in my mind. Like, I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's not just this. And I also, by the way, had a good run with this deck. I went 7-3, and actually I threw one of those games super hard. I even had higher potential, I think, with this deck on top of that. So, you know, that's obviously a super small sample size. I don't know. That could have just been a good luck streak. But it's like, if you're pretty decent at your Guardians, you know, I think this deck does have something. It can put out some really surprisingly competitive numbers, particularly when you power spike into those giant Beta Ray Bills or Thors because you get multiple hammer triggers or whatever. Take a look at these crazy close games with Groot and Drax that absolutely would not be wins without these buffs. But real quick, before we hop into the games, I'm going to sponsor my own video once again with a little announcement on the game I've been making, Sky Shard. We currently have a 20% off sale because I'm officially announcing the Regis made a new solo run. He wants people to play, so we're having a sale. I did indeed make a fun new fight in our game in the single player mode against a tiny mouse who yells at you a lot, and I think it's pretty fun and challenging. So I don't know, I like making that sort of stuff, and I wanted to have an excuse to talk about it. I'm not going to show it because I'll spoil it for you, but yeah, Sky Shard is currently, as you can see here, 20% off on Steam until August 21st. So you got like a week left to enjoy this discounted price of a cool auto battler where you build a city, all kinds of crazy strategies and synergies and complexities to explore if you want to master this game, which currently has a 96% positive rating, which, my God, guys, please get us to 100 reviews. It's going to look so much cooler once we have 100 reviews. It's actually been stuck at 95, despite, like, this sale actually started like 2 days ago. We've been selling a ton of copies this week, but like, nobody's reviewing it yet. Like, I need some reviews, guys. Anyway, if Sky Shard looks at all interesting or cool to you, it's getting better every day. We're still in early access with lots to do and lots to fix and lots to make better, but already a lot of fun being had by people. So anyway, go check out the 20% sale and enjoy your fun Asguardians action. Oh my God, can you guys see me? My streaming software. I think you can see me. My streaming software freaked out and crashed right as I started this game. First game. Opponent's name is not a bot, which I mean, look, second dinner's getting sneaky, right? If they don't want people to know there are bots in the game, what? What better way to distract them than saying, to mislead them, I should say, than saying not a bot. Do you actually, I think you go Lockjaw Wasp first, but you don't want to accidentally pull the hammer here because you have Eitri, so you know you can get the hammer pretty easily here. Let's just find a good card. Groot! Oh my god, he's gonna hit! Insane buffed Groot. A 3/9 is actually already so nuts. I mean, I feel like these tread on playable now, dude. Like 3/5 at a base is like, you know, not a total disaster, right? You can make that happen. Does the opponent already load into their agony, or do they? Yeah, I mean, they have to, right? They have 4 energy. Like, if they're gonna do agony stuff, it's gonna be this turn. Nobody's really going for White Hot Room yet, so they're gonna have to play on agony this turn. Why are you this way, opponent? No, I'm really annoyed. Groot is a 4/6 though, kind of same story, right? Like, it kind of just still works. They're, I mean, obviously gonna go into Wong. No question they don't go into Wong this turn. Like, you set up a Wong, obviously you're gonna go into Wong. It's gonna be the whole video, isn't it? Me just looking like an idiot with the Guardians. I kind of forgot about that. Like, I have to be on my game. But maybe it's because they're secretly a bot, even though it so clearly says they're not. Honestly though, like, it would be so on the nose. Honestly though, for real, no joke, for real. It would be so on the nose to call your bot not a bot that it like circles back around to being like accurate. You know what I mean? Like it comes full circle, and you think actually it's no way they would actually ever name their bot. So it kind of becomes real. I'm gonna do White Hot Room just in case it's, I mean, I guess this, at this point, if they get it, they get it anyway. This is an interesting pair because normally you play stuff here where the Symbiote Spider-Man absorbs the Wong, like, you know, 3-drop or whatever that you would need to use for multiple unreveals is not typically what you see here, like Man Spider stuff. Like, the Symbiote Spider-Man doesn't really do anything on the Wong itself. By the way, I actually think it's a pretty good pixel Wong, by the way. Pretty great pixel, actually. We've seen some pixels we did not love in Marvel Snap. That one seems pretty good to me. Star-Lord hits. We still have Mjolnir points coming in too. Arnim Zola tracks a little harder. Okay, now I see it. Now I see it. I mean, I am really, really overcommitted right now. The problem at this point is, like, if they just play like a Black Panther or whatever, it's gonna win any given spot. Oh my god. Wait a minute though. Wait a minute. Can Odin hold it down with the Groot Drax buffs? No. Black Panther will still... Well, he goes to what? No, yeah. He goes to 20, so 28. Yeah, he'll still hold it down. We're not that small. We're at 28 plus 8, so 36. But they're at 37. Are you serious? No way. Is that right? No. But they have to play at mids. It's like, you know, you don't really have a... I can't win left, so I don't have a choice. We're kind of trapped here. If it's Black Panther. If it's something else, like, sure, maybe, right? I don't know. But Black Panther's definitely big enough. Agony doesn't help. It comes in after the Wong, but it's still enough. Oh my god, what is this? Okay, this actually, now I'm very surprised. Is it Odin, maybe? Odin's not that interesting. Is it? Like, I don't even know what this is. What is this? Oh, it's got to be Odin, and they're going to try to copy some Symbiote Spider-Mans, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Surely this holds mid and right still, though, right? I mean, the Odin's not really doing... Oh, no, it holds everywhere. It's not really doing anything, right? It's not... There's no on-reveals to copy. Yeah, they just got to... It honestly is almost enough points, though. Oh, my god. Because my Odin actually missed, right? We were counting on Odin to hit by playing on this Wong. Because my Odin misses... It actually gets them so freaking close on just points. I didn't even realize 27 is crazy. This is a weird little game, by the way. Really weird little game. The Groot buff, by the way, literally winning the game. You can't get any more direct than that. I guess we would have won a tiebreaker without it. No, not without Drax's buff, though. No, literally winning the game. If those were the old versions of these cards, we just lose. First game, a perfect example of buffs mattering. That's actually crazy. Dakota's biggest fan. Is that the girl who did like Madam Web or whatever? Is she Dakota? Dakota Johnson? Thinking about Dakota Fanning. Maybe the states, South and North Dakota. We may never know. We may never discover the truth. Is that's not Madam Web though or anything, right? Is that Rescue? Who is that supposed to be even? I don't even know who that is. Okay, this is definitely like a one-drop deck. You're gonna have some Marvel Boy, something going on here. Thor is probably pretty good in Monster Metropolis, although honestly, so is Beta Ray Bill. Maybe you just go Thor here, I don't know. We have a Thor, Beta Ray Bill. I would love to see a Jane Odin line, dude. That'd be sick. Full-on Asguardians. We did draw really thick this game, but thank God we hit at least a reasonable curve here. I think you go Bill over Drax, but that's debatable because I don't know, like right now we don't have a Jane, right? If you have a Jane, you always play Bill over Drax. Like there's no question, right? It's just, you know you're gonna have your Beta Ray Bill, and it's insane. It's honestly insane when you hit Bill. Now I will say, E-Tree to Groot here is kind of tempting. It's a little bit tempting because that means we can for sure draw our hammer. It's also just, you know, like decent points anyway. E-Tree left is pretty good. I don't really know where the Groot wants to go is the only thing right now. Like, that's kind of shaky. But getting the hammer enables your lockjaw a little bit better, too, so there's something about that that's nice. Okay, the Groot hits. That's really nice. Flames, I mean, it sucks, but it's no more sucky than normal. You know, just regular efficiency, nothing crazy. We don't downscale, in other words. King E-Tree Groot. Groot nails the collector. Now we want to see... I mean, now Jane would feel kind of bad to draw, frankly. I think you just have to go Gamora. You're probably going Gamora right, just because that's the likely biggest thing you're going to have. And the opponent wants to spread out some points anyway. I don't think Gamora mid is crazy, by the way, but I could see a world where maybe the opponent avoids mid. And they just think they need to win left and right, and they don't really commit a lot mid. Which, you know, if they're playing like a blue Marvel, maybe that goes mid anyway, right? You don't know. Oh, bro, the Monster Island is actually a pretty sick line. If I had played mid in particular, it would have been even sicker, but I don't necessarily mind. I can still outscale this with Mjolnir, particularly if I get an Odin, of course. But if I don't draw the Odin now, that wouldn't be possible. And if I go Lockjaw Mjolnir, that's not going to be possible. So, a couple of challenges there. Ah, we got the Wasp for the Lockjaw. So now what you could do is try to hit the Odin like this. Ooh. Ooh. Is that the right place to do it, or do I think you actually do that? Well, Odin would be insane here, and you probably don't need it here because you're just so farmed up anyway, right? So 1 and 3. Rocket is also decent because of like Hellas, but I don't think you bring back the points, right? You're just too far down. Well, I don't know. Spider-Man could move, actually. I could see Spider-Man moving mid to be the mid contest because he outscales a single Thor. If they're going for skills, they don't really have a lot of space for that, right? It does feel like they're going to lose right anyway. Like, you just don't need these. But if you're playing for Odin or Jane, like, it's a lot of points over here regardless, right? So I'm going to go for Odin left to steal mid. Devil Dino mid is not what I thought I was going to see, to be honest. But left is definitely winnable here. Definitely winnable. Mid is no longer winnable, even with Odin. Odin! Let's go! The Odin Groot! That's all we needed, baby! Mid gets close, by the way, like really close. The Devil Dino's just so big. Oh wait, I forgot about Marvel Boy. Oh god. No, we're fine. That's... Oh, I added a card to hand. Oh, we're still fine on tiebreakers. Oh my god, the Groot buff, dude. Every time the Groot buff is saving me. It's legit. It's legit. I can't believe how impactful the numbers have actually been. This deck's cool, by the way. I really like this Devil Dino Collector Zoo. Like Marvel Boy adding cards to hand, Hawkeye and Snowguard playing well into the one-drop stuff, but also adding cards to hand, right? Like, this is a really cool list. I like how it's Zoo plus value. Like, those are things you don't necessarily always associate together, which is pretty sweet. All right, hang on, Wasp. Nexus is pretty sweet for Guardians, I guess, especially like into an Odin, right? You expect the opponent always plays there late, so there has to be something. Kitty Pride, Thanos stuff. Thanos stuff is kind of scary. Shadowfax is an awesome name, by the way. 2, 5. You got 3 cards here. Like, is Star-Lord the best guy you can put left? I don't think so. I think you put him mid still, right? Hopefully they actually play that kitty mid. We'll hit some. Like, Thor could be better, although not always, actually. Hey, nice. I called my shot. Surge instead. That is a crazy looking Surge. I don't think I like it. Yeah, it looks too... I don't know how to describe it. It looks like a PlayStation 2 cinematic or something. I don't know. It just doesn't look good to me. Like, the rendering on it's... Something about it's like trying to be almost too real. Now, Groot might actually fly left. Like, he's pretty big. You know, just wait, like the gap from him to Star-Lord is actually pretty darn significant, right? Like 9 to 6 is a big deal. I think the question is just whether or not the opponent, we catch it or not, you know? I mean, I guess either way, it's a solid Odin backup. You got a pretty good lead mid for Asgard if you want it. Nice. Where Genius is. I actually like playing Guardians. It honestly makes the game really fun. Like, it adds a really conscious decision to everywhere you play. I think they're really good teaching cards. Like, you know, I think a lot of like early Snap players basically kind of just play cards willy-nilly without really thinking, like, because maybe it doesn't really matter on turns 1, 2, or 3 or whatever. But I think it's pretty good to reinforce that it really matters every turn where you play cards in this game. Like, it's really, really important. Guardians are good at teaching that and designing my own stuff. Like, our next game we're working on in particular, it has cards. It's not a PvP card game. Don't get too excited, Snap people, but it has cards. And, you know, just constantly thinking about, like, how do I use these cards to teach you? So it's like, tutorials are awful, right? Nobody wants tutorials. So how do you use cards, designs to teach people the mechanics of the game, right? Like, that's been a really fun exercise. Like, our game's gonna have various decks, like a deck you start with and you unlock the next one. They're just starters. It's like Balatro. You'll have upgrades and purchases and stuff, but the starter deck teaching you about card sequencing, right? And then the next deck teaching you about colors and stuff. And then the third deck teaching you about like specific synergies and, like, you know, just mapping that out has been really fun and rewarding. Anyway, I think Guardians are that for Snap in a way, right? I think that's really cool. How they are fun cards that also teach you game strategy, right? Like they reinforce it for you. I think you got to go Gamora over Mjolnir, right? Well, she's, yeah, probably, but I don't know. You could argue Mjolnir Odin is arguably better left because you're gonna catch just Gamora Groot is like 8, I guess. It's probably better to go Gamora, yeah, because this is +7, that's +8 between the two. I mean, you're playing Odin there, but she also has a, you know, 8-point base, so you're starting at a pretty good spot. Opponent does appear to be perhaps popping off with like a Shulao or something, right? I don't know. This is just got to be enough though, right? Like, there's no world this isn't enough. You're going to 33 plus another 18, 41 or something. No, 51, excuse me. 51's gotta be enough. Like, there's no way, because Scarlet Spider's like putting points in the wrong place. And if I win left, I just need to make sure I win that second spot. We don't get like outpaced by their other cards. So just stacking mid's fine. So we're pretty sure we're winning left. I love Odin Guardians too, man. It's so cool, actually. It's really cool. That's such a fun mechanic. Oh, I forgot about Thanos! Oh god, I forgot about that. I was thinking Shula, not Thanos. We have that deck that does both. Oh my god, I think we're still probably fine. Yeah, we are, yeah. Odin being the smallest guy, by the way, is freaking hilarious and crazy. But the great thing about Odin is, right, he's chipping in points anyway, so. All good news, all good news. Thanos was, I wish they only showed you the ones that are active, but they show you all of them, don't they? Is there a way to see that somewhere else? I don't know. Anyway, they didn't like use copy, but it would have been that good. Adam Warlock going left is kind of crazy to me, by the way. I don't know. I think I just would have tried to put like the Sarah there. Maybe it was more about like card draw for a turn or something, just trying to hit something, right? That could definitely be it. That would be a reason to do that if you thought you were going to be ahead momentarily or whatever. But all good for us. Ooh, Gambit and Weapon H. What the heck? Okay, this is going to catch the opponent's Meek right. Nailed it. That just means I don't have a Meek. I got a lot of information. That's exactly what that means. All right, let's leave spaces open next to our Guardians for a potential Odin hit later, right? That seems smart to me. We go Thor on 3. By the way, I don't even know what my thumbnail for this video is going to be, dude. I haven't even thought about it yet. Can I combine Drax and Groot? Like, make Groot brown or something and, like, give him... make Drax brown, I mean, to give him Groot's head or something? I don't even know, dude. I haven't even thought about it yet. Groot and Drax. Maybe I just turn Groot green and give him Drax's daggers, but that would be hard with his hand positioning. I don't know. I'll figure something out, dude. Groot plus, like, Thor would be cool. Groot plus, I've done Groot and Beta Ray Bill already, I think, so that's probably not it. Yeah, we can go for this already, sure. Lockjaw currently looking for a hammer or a wasp. Gambit seems pretty darn risky, by the way, like just a lot of junk already. Vibranium, you know, Morbius would be a great hit, but really hard to call that shot. Do they go right or not? I don't think they do. I think they give it up. I think they go mid to spread their power here. Although, to be honest, I won't win Rocket Pad if they discard any cards, so... I don't know. It's just like I'm trying to play the Drax, but I think they spread here. No. Got too smart for my own freaking good. They got a Beta Ray freaking build, too. If they draw the hammer, that's actually insane, by the way. That is so nuts. I wanted to leave a space here so I could Odin and hammer, but now I don't know. I kind of regret it. I didn't draw the hammer anyway, or a Jane, so now it's like increasingly unlikely. I need a wasp or a hammer next turn. Now they're gonna play left. They're not only a Yu-Gi-Oh master, they're a dodging the Guardians master, I'm afraid. We'll see. Is there where do you go? Gambit Groot? I mean, Beta Ray Bill's a good target now. Targets are like 2 out of 5 good targets potentially at this stage, right? That's the issue. Also, like Gambit, Vibranium, Star-Lord's good too, for the record. It's a lot of points. Probably more than, yeah, barely more than Groot, and you can spread it a little better. Hey, we called the Gamora. That's a good shot. Okay. Jane! Are you kidding me? They got Beta Ray Bill Jane. Absolutely cracked. Honestly insane. So we know that right is gone. Just 100% cooked. So now it's just about winning those other 2 spots. So I actually know that my deck is exactly Mjolnir Wasp, which is just the worst for Lockjaw. Like, obviously you don't want either of those coming back. I think you do just have to spread power here though, right? You have a pretty big lead mid already, so maybe a Groot holds there, you know. That's like a 15-point play, and then left, you know, you gain another 10 on a 4-point play. Those actually both seem pretty reasonably great. It's not impossible for them to go over the top, because Hammer's so efficient, right? But, because 0-4, right, it's a lot. But I'm just saying, like, this is a good spread. A lot of point dump here. Like, is this really an 11-power card? MODOK. Yeah, see, this is the problem. Because they went so hard for Rocket Pad, right? Remember we were debating that turn 4? They just, all their power is now stacked in there even for the final turn. Don't go mid. Don't go mid, Scorn. Looked like it wasn't mid. What is this final card? Oh, Blades, nothing, yeah. Yeah, if I'm the opponent here, I think I always stack these up in one spot. I don't know if it helps to... And in fact, if they'd gone, because that Scorn hit, if they'd gone MODOK mid, they would have stolen mid. I don't think you spread your power here. You know right is just like giga secure under any normal circumstance, right? So I think you just have to commit into one spot. Just make sure you give yourself those breakpoints. If you call it wrong, like, so be it, you know, you lose both if you do it this way. So, you know, yeah, I mean, you don't know their hand they're playing. Like, I'm not saying it's inherently wrong. Just, I think I would have try to focus in on one spot here. The Scorn buff's the only reason it was there, but it was there. Yeah, interesting game. Guardians were relevant there for sure. E-tree early, that's actually been tough to pull off, dude. I haven't really had that many early E-trees. I keep trying to like squeeze him in on turn 5 or just dump him for tempo on 6 or something. It's nice to see him actually on time. This by the way feels like one of the most like pure Marvel Snap decks to me. Like everything you're doing feels kind of fair. Oh god. E-Tree, you moron. God. But by the way, we both played King E-Tree on turn 1. They're clearly gonna be like Thanos stuff, but I didn't actually check. I can check that. They have 11 cards in deck. No, they're not Thanos stuff. Okay. Oh my god! Well, E-Tree, the good news is if I draw a Thor or a Beta Ray Bill, it's gonna get the hammer because we're just gonna draw all the rocks naturally. It's crazy. Fisk at 8. Groot is now bigger than Wilson Fisk. Let's go, dude. We're seeing the OTA in action. It's beautiful work. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? If I draw that 4th rock, I swear to God. Pony got at least 1 rock. Techno Organic making the rock halfway decent. That's probably just a rock for them at this stage, or guaranteed to be even, perhaps, right? Oh my god, dude. This is brutal. If I draw this rock, I may never play this game again. Honestly, I need... Okay, that's a real card at least. Oh, thank god that's a real card at least. I don't think it can go... If I get the rock instead of the hammer, though, I'm gonna lose my mind, aren't I? Yeah, I am gonna lose my mind, yeah. Can it go right? Because I literally cannot contest a 2nd spot. Like, I just have no play at all. But the thing is, like, if I get an Odin, say, perhaps, right? Which is so unlikely, but not impossible. Or maybe, like, even a Gamora. I can maybe win a 2nd spot. So maybe I gotta lock in and just be sure to win this. It's like maybe an overcommitment, but against Techno, not necessarily, right? But now I've done it and they didn't, so I might have scared them away a little too much. I don't know. Hit the hammer, please, God. Drax is beating Tarantula at least. That's good news. Oh, actually, Wilson. Never mind. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Have you ever seen anything like this in your life? I mean, just unbelievable. I cannot believe it, you know. The King E-Tree is not particularly unlucky independent of anything else, right? But in the context of all the other rocks, boy, it just felt like a punch in the gut, didn't it? Just the final blow here. How big's that? Does he get the +3? No. God almighty, dude. So, like, this does kind of look like an overcorrection right now, but not really, right? Because if that Beta Ray Bill was somewhere else, Thanos would just be right instead, you know what I mean? I'm actually kind of almost surprised Thanos didn't go right anyway. Because it would have made Lizard bigger too, right? Like, there was actually kind of a double dip on it. It was pretty sweet, but they might have thought the Beta Ray Bill outscaled them anyway. Crazy game. The rocks are unbelievable. Rocket left. Yeah, let's do it. No, Rocket. You're always out ahead. You're too quick, Rocket. Lockjaw's good though. We definitely want to find some bros here. We finally got a good bros hand. Juggernaut, dude. This Juggernaut is just like criminally underplayed probably. I feel like I've not seen this card in a, well, I maybe shouldn't say underplayed because he just might not be worth it, right? Like that's reasonable, but regardless, I just haven't seen this dude at all. Like he is non-existent. Left is currently the best spot for an Odin, so I'm just gonna kind of just see what we find here. Putting the Wasp back in, I mean, you get it back off Jane anyway, so you can kind of thin the deck in multiple directions. Hey, the Star-Lord hits, great. What a snipe, dude. Would have preferred a Thor or Beta Ray Bill, of course, but that's all right. Hey, Beta Ray Bill's great news. Let's put Beta Ray Bill right since we got a little head start mid. Now that Finner's Wolf does make me think maybe a Shang-Chi could come down or something, but maybe we can dodge that somehow. I don't know. Jane is my plan right now. Dracula. Okay, well, we're facing off against Dracula. That's nice. We're going to go Jane mid, so that way we're strong left with an Odin and strong right with a Beta Ray Bill. Strong mid with just raw points, you know. This looks good, man. Double Beta Ray Bill is real hard to beat with Dracula. And I'd be worried about like a Shang-Chi, by the way. I love this Dracula. They really committed to that lighting, and it's kind of cool, actually. Everything just so orange glowy is nice. No top decks ever changed my plans here, right? Calling Wing, what the heck is this? Oh, that's from the hub. I didn't even see, dude. This is actually just, of course, I think that makes way more sense. Also, insane Gambit hit. Insane Gambit hit. Oh, that feels really, really good to see, that Gambit hit. I mean, you got to do it this way, right? Maybe you throw the Wasp in over here just in case. I mean, if they handle Beta Ray Bill somehow, I guess you lose there anyway. So maybe you just go left because it don't matter. And mid, you give the bigger support from Mitri, right? But Rocket could be nice here. Of course, Stormbreaker's good. So you're like not really winning left, probably, but you don't really think you need to either, probably. Although mid is a hair exposed. If they had another destroyer, I'd be definitely more worried. Well, how are the Ducks thinking? Might not. They know their top deck, perhaps. Imagine if that was an Easter egg. Like if you name yourself Howard the Duck, you just get to see your top deck. That'd be wild. Moon Knight doesn't seem relevant. Corvus Glaive might be making that Dracula better, but otherwise probably not too relevant, right? Finish Wolf does, I guess. Does he also get discarded cards? Yeah. So what did they discard? Was anything better? No, it's still the Ninja. I did not have an even cost card. That's crazy, dude. They were just playing for a high roll off Fenris Wolf then, which is cool. That's reasonable. Maybe they hit like a Drax or something, right? And they get 10. It wouldn't have been enough still, but it would have been close. Oh, actually, it would have been really close. They would have been at 20 to 21, yeah. Like we said, Bill holds. Like, this is just that classic Hammers line, right? Kind of sad I didn't really get to do my buffed Guardian stuff this game, but, you know, seeing this pure side of the deck is actually pretty sweet, too. Go get him, Rocket! I believe! I know you can do it! Go for it! Do your thing! DeBalls has got nothing on you, Rocket. Go for it. I do wish, I like this new board find. I do kind of wish they alternated though. Maybe they'll do that in the future or something, right? Surely, did they make this board for just one season? I don't know. This isn't our board forever, right? Rocket, you idiot. It's okay, we'll put Star-Lord there too. Oh, just kidding. Well, I mean, oh, that's actually funny. They cannot play to their Punisher. That's really, really funny. Punisher also could give us some guidance later too, although it looks like we're going to play Thor on 3. But, you know, they might keep going back to that rocket pad at least. But Star-Lord hits. Thank you, Pet Mansion. The Guardians love pets. Oh, Thor's gone. I hear a Lockjaw. I think you're going Lockjaw because wait, why isn't this marked anymore for that? Oh, they discarded their Punisher War Machine. That's why. Oh yeah. Oh, of course. I didn't even look. Just deduce. I'm so smart. So Lockjaw right safe. I was worried about contesting left, but now it doesn't really matter as much with no guy. Victoria plus Quinjet. Man, I was gonna play Drax left, but you wonder if they're gonna keep doubling down over there. Maybe they still will. Maybe they still will. I don't know if Drax can flip it, though. We'll see. They got the Valentina card, right? So if it's a big enough 6-drop, we won't hold. Could be a small one, you know, an Aurora or a Doom or something that doesn't give as many points left. But it's tough. But, I mean, you think Drax is going to hit either way. That's the good news. But, you know, Victoria makes even a Doom a tie with Drax, right? No, not Buff Drax. Buff Drax would win by 1, I guess, on a Doom. It'd be 7. No, he's debuffed. No, never mind. Victoria just equalizes it. It'd be 8 to 11. We'd be fine. Aurora would only give +2 left, so that wouldn't really do it either. I think it would be 10 to 11, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. There's obviously a lot that do it, though. do. Let's see, DeBalls. Oh, they split their cards here. Really interesting. So not the Valentina card, probably. Drax is gonna hold. Dakin? Is that in the deck? Oh my god, this is a Victoria hand. That's from Burial Ground, so that's just coincidentally, you know, kind of a Dakin style card a little bit. Oh, we drew Wasp. That's just a totally dead draw here, dude. I mean, I can still pull her back to thin the deck a little bit, right? But it doesn't really inherently do anything. I mean, I guess if you pull a Beta Ray Bill, it does do something. I take that back. If you pull Bill here off the Lockjaw, which is a 1 and 4, that's not that crazy. Groot and Gamora would also just be big bodies here, so there's definitely some good plays. Odin would be kind of wasted, but Groot's solid. I'll take a Groot, man. 3-9 Groot's awesome. It kind of bothers me a little bit, by the way, how they did break the curve on the Guardians, right? Like, they went... It's now like 5, 6... I guess they were before anyway, though, weren't they? Maybe that's... I don't know. I mean, that's actually not remotely a problem. I don't know why I'm talking about that like it matters. Worst finishing hand here ever, and Bullseye Dakin's incredibly terrifying. They're not able to do any like swarm stuff here, but just the worst. The worst finishing hand ever. I do not think we can win. Wasp is actually probably worth negative points because of Bullseye. I'll finish it out because I don't really care, but I just think we're definitely cooked here. I just don't think we ever have enough points. If this was a bill and we maybe got to do double bill stuff, I'd feel better. Double Dakin's also just insane. Yeah, we're so cooked. Yeah. This is a cool deck, though. I like this deck a lot. Oh, God. Is that Gambit active? They never played a Valentina card, right? Oh, man. That actually wasn't that scary of a Bullseye, by the way. Like, it was... I only lost by 2, and they didn't do any, like, crazy... I thought maybe there'd be, like, a Moon Girl or something instead of an Odin, you know? Like, something that filled the whole hand, because Red Wolf's in here, too. Maybe there is, it just didn't show up, right? But... it was a shockingly close game. I mean... literally, just, like, if Gambit had hit a Rocket and an E-Tree, didn't we just win? I think? I don't remember what got wiped, but... maybe that was just like a wasp somewhere? No, bro, that was weirdly close. Why was that so close? I am shocked by that. Dude, if Rocket hits in Cloning Vats, he's crazy good, but like, I don't think opponents do that yet. Oh, God dang it. No, they're a bounce deck. This would have been the perfect, oh my God. I mean, they're even better than I am in it because I get too locked up. Like I run out of spots, right? Like I'd rather have copies of Groot and stuff, but Rocket's really cheap is what's nice about him. Star-Lord would be really good too in that case. We've played so many decks today that did not play a 1-drop on 1 in the first Cloning Vats. Like, hey, yeah, I got 1-drops. You looking for 1-drops? I'm a bounce deck, dude. I got all the 1-drops. Oh, maybe not. Well, that could still be a bounce down. That's a good spot for the zombie horde to go, though. Clogging out Cloning Vats a little bit is nice. Again, though, if they're actually bouncing, you know, maybe not too relevant. Oh, dang. That's kind of wild. You definitely do want to get a Thor down, I think. But, man, if the Groot were to chain, that would be so sick. I don't know, like, oh no, why does the opponent never play where I think they're gonna play, dog? Silver Sable in here for like, I don't know, where are they going with this deck, you know what I mean? I don't know where they're going. I can grab the hammer now and start putting it in Cloning Vats. It actually means you don't really need to play Jane, right? You're just kind of saying no to the Jane and you're going like Groot Star-Lord instead, I guess. Oh, dude. Lockjaw becomes a possibility now too. Like Lockjaw Wasp is kind of cool. I guess, are we literally just staying tied right this whole game? Is that what's happening? Is this just a tiebreaker game, you know? I would give anything to actually hit a Guardian, by the way, man. Like, one time in my life. Odin would be really nuts, by the way. Odin left would be absolutely insane. Like, completely cracked. Just insane. Drax, I think, is better than Jane, probably. Oh, that's honestly not that bad of news. Because I can now fit another... well, I guess the hammer doesn't need to go there anymore, though. Like, that's kind of irrelevant. But Drax hitting is the important part. Oh, I can't draw Odin. My hand's too full, you idiot. I needed to play the Wasp. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm stupid. Is he movable? No, he's not movable. So this is actually like a tiebreaker game here. So you just play these guys mid, and then you go for tiebreakers, right? Oh, actually, does this buff right? No. They might have a way to buff right, but I don't know what it is, you know? It feels kind of crazy not to just win left, but you want Drax and Star-Lord to hit for tiebreakers, so I don't think you do. I think you just lose left and play tiebreaker, right? Yeah, you do. Nice. Okay. Smart. Smart. I'm genius. Which we're definitely going to win tiebreakers like this. Because Thor hasn't even hit yet, right? And even Wasp is helpful. I should have maybe played the Wasp ahead of time, but like looking at it now at the same time, it's like, well, I don't know. Would we have had the space for this? You know what I mean? Like I would have had to commit it mid maybe because I would have been scared to play it left because I wanted Odin. If I'm getting Odin, I gotta have a space left. So I would have put the Wasp mid, which I mean, then your Drax and Star-Lord don't hit, and we only won this tiebreaker by 3 points, right? They won 7-10, or we won 10-7, but actually Galactus, I guess, would have been 2 smaller if we win left. So I don't know. I don't know. It's debatable, actually. I'm not sure. Let's do it, dude. Rocket on 1 always hits. They want to put points here. 1 drops are common these days. They're a Captain Marvel player. They're gonna have like a tempo deck. This deck is actually making me feel smart today, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I've barely missed any Guardians so far. Now, depending on when this part of the video airs, because I don't always put games in order, right? That may or may not age well. Let's be realistic, right? This may age very poorly. Actually, let's think, right? This is 8 and 5. That's actually enough for Celestial Circuit. Yeah, that's fine. So in other words, I didn't want to commit Lockjaw there if we needed to commit a 4-drop there because we'd be locked up. So let's just do the Lockjaw. That's fine. Oh, this might actually just be a bot game. Oh no. Or maybe C3. Could be C3. Oh, if it's C3, they're not happy about Mosh Pit. That's for sure. Let's wait on the Lockjaw maybe here. Thor doesn't have to go here this turn, but I don't know. I think it's fine. This is definitely not a C3 deck, so definitely a bot game, right? I think we'll snap this up. I missed the Hypercube Rush or whatever. I wish those events were longer, man. That felt kind of annoying, how short it was. Wasp can go here. I think even if she gets destroyed, it's fine. Maybe she goes here, though, just to get more Mosh Pit buffs, right? That's fine. I should have got E-Tree down sooner. Oh, Tempo Shang-Chi. But, you know, you just got to play these guys on curve, I think, the hammers. What are we even looking for? I don't even know. Mjolnir's fine. Yeah, that's okay. And Odin would still be nuts here. Stormbreaker, dude. That would make Odin crazy over there. Let's just go ahead and do this, I guess. King Eitri is now dead anyway. I mean, I missed his window regardless, right? You kind of have to play him by turn 4 to draw the thing in time. I'm not actually even expecting this Drax to hit right now. I just think I don't need the power anywhere else, so just playing bodies in Danger Room, right, and hoping for the best is the plan here. That's the takeaway. Whoa, that's not gonna beat us because it's a bot, but at the same time, that's kind of legit. Bader Bill's the worst result there because now I don't get Mosh Pit buffs, but that's all right. Drax is dead. I'm gonna lose to this bot because they're screwing me right now. Just kidding, I'm not gonna lose to the bot like this, never. Gamora hits, but it may not matter because we're winning mid and left, it looks like. The bots are so bad at this game, dude. I wish they had better bots, man, that's all. That's all we need. Losing by 1 point, right. The bot did at least take a spot. It's pretty good. It's reporting back to second dinner. The chat GPT is communicating to some QA person in second dinner right now. Sir, we took 1 location. We're getting smarter. Soon we'll be able to compete for real. At least against players of this caliber. Regis level players. I have a special designation in the data. Bad player.